He didn't touch it. Basically, what is trending right now is hair of God. Hair of God is now the #1 trend on Twitter right now. The hair of God, or should I say the strand of God, or the pubic of God, and so forth. So guys, we're going to talk about Portugal. We're going to talk about Portugal, Uruguay, lots to unpack because, and it's good that we have two United representatives here because I think we have to give some respect on a certain individual who I've called crap and useless and a classy brick. And I think as much, because whenever you abuse guys, you have to, and whenever these guys show up, you have to give them love when they show up. We're going to talk about Ghana, talk about how good Ghana were, and we're going to talk about Anthony Taylor, because what Anthony Taylor did was ridiculous. It was completely ridiculous what that guy did. And bro, that guy better not come anywhere near BTS. He better not come anywhere near BTS, anywhere near K-pop or so forth, because he'll be swallowed up. And we're going to touch upon Brazil, see what Brazil are doing, aka your boy Casemiro, and maybe, and also we'll touch upon Belgium infighting. It's apparently Lukaku, who you all hate, had to break up a massive fight between De Bruyne, Vertonghen, and Hazard. So Belgium are now great preparation for the Croatia game. I'll maybe touch upon the UEFA board all resigning and what the hell is going up in that piece, man. So welcome to the World Cup show. And remember, guys, there will be a members hangout, guys. So after this hour, this for about an hour, 11:15 GMT, there will be a members hangouts. I'll tweet out the link for the members, just for us to riff-raff about the World Cup and everything. So the members hangouts will happen after this live show. Like the vid, subscribe if you're new. If there's anything you want to add in, feel free to use the super chats function. The dubs help to keep us alive, man. Thank you for your dubs and your patrons. Shout out to the supporters, the Patreon members, all the members, the streets, and the haters, especially the haters. I love you guys. I love the haters, man. How's everyone doing?
All right. Enjoyed that Bruno Fernandes performance. So I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying that my team's carrying half these World Cup teams. So I'm just saying.
Does Cristiano count as a United guy still? Because well, he's officially not a United guy anymore, isn't he?
No,
he's not Man United. What do you mean? But our players are cooking. Our players are cooking. Varane keeping clean sheets. Lissandro Martinez keeping clean sheets. Casemiro running the show. Bruno,
Fred, who doesn't know how to pass the ball forward. Fred,
our boy Casemiro.
No, but Fred.
That's the score like in 30 seconds of coming on the bench. Like we're cooking.
Look, man, shout out to you guys.
The season starts in December.
I think the season started in August, but there you go. All right, guys, let's hit this man. So here's the thing. I want to show you guys an image because this is a Bruno appreciation session. But before we get into a Bruno appreciation session. Let's just deal with this stuff. So, guys, you know how we're in school and everything, and like the teacher just likes to show you pretty pictures. I missed that. I told you, I was a mathematical brick. I loved the visual arts. See, I'm like right side of the brain, so I'm all about the images and so forth. Pretty pictures, man. So, guys, and streets as well. Please tell me, because in my view, I see a strand of hair. I see a strand of hair. What are we saying, guys? Paul, talk to me. Paul, what do you say? Paul,
listen. Listen. I don't know why we're giving so much importance to this.
Paul, because it's hilarious. Okay, Paul, I will no Paul. Here's when you have to understand with Paul. I will always be here for the jokes. I will always be here for the jokes and the comedy always.
And that always has to be there. It's important to laugh in life. But I'm inside of the jokes. I'm a kind of serious guy.
Yes.
So, my opinion on this is. Thank God he's not bald. Maybe that would have made it clear. No, seriously, look. Doesn't matter if he doesn't touch it. I mean, I think the goal is for Bruno, but let's be honest. If Cristiano didn't do that,
yes,
wasn't a goal. Like, it's just very easy to stop. Not to put away from Bruno. Like, he wanted to do an assist, and Cristiano wanted to. It didn't go the way they both expected, but it was a goal for the team. Both were crucial for the play. So I don't really, and to be honest,
I mean, it's one of those where I
cares about this goal.
No, basically, I know what Paul is saying. Like we've seen it happen in football before. If Cristiano isn't there, that is a very easy save. By him being there, it messes up the keeper, because as a keeper, you're anticipating a touch because there wasn't any touch. Because Cristiano is coming through, if Cristiano had actually headed the ball, the keeper might have actually saved it. But because he didn't actually head the ball and there was no movement, the keeper was waiting for a change of direction of the ball. So Cristiano's movement actually helped to contribute to that goal coming in. But look at Mike. My eyesight is very good. I think I've got to see the opticians very soon. So I could be 4 eyes very soon. So basically I could be joining Paul and Nick's family very soon. So maybe my eyesight isn't good. Paul, Mike, do I see a strand of hair? Because I think I've read the FIFA book. If it touches a strand of hair, it still counts as a touch. So talk to me, Mike.
So we have goal line technology, and now we have Ronaldo goal technology.
Yes,
is this what's going on nowadays?
Hairline technology. And also, someone sent me a video at the end. Cristiano actually said that he touched it. So Cristiano is convinced he touched it. So
talk about desperation to score a goal, man. Talk about desperation. Well, look, I mean, we had Van Dijk aura defending. Now we have Ronaldo goal scoring aura going on here. Like, the guy is just desperate for a goal. Fair enough. If he wants the goals, he wants the goals. It's a part of his image nowadays, and I think it was a brilliant ball from Bruno. So
yes,
good enough for that. I think Bruno was fantastic. Actually, to be fair though, Ronaldo overall play was really good today. Not even just like this goal supposed goal that he scored. I think his overall play was really good from Ronaldo. So that's all I can say about that.
I mean, look, Portugal were solid, but let's now get down to the real stuff. I think. Look.
Wait. Can I have my say? What?
No.
Wait,
no,
what?
no United fans. No, you can't. No, I went to the non-United fans.
I need to have my say on this. I have to. Where's my
Nick
name? Why is my name not on the screen?
Because I want things to look fresh. Okay.
Yeah, he touched. Listen.
Yeah.
HH, I'm unlike you. I'm actually a respected member of the footballing community, and FIFA have blessed me with some technology.
Okay.
And I've seen the telemetry, I've seen the optics, and there's a slight spike just as the ball goes past Cristiano Ronaldo's jail. And I've actually seen behind the scenes, and who was in the VAR room? Who was actually deciding this?
Oh.
It's not Messi. You don't think of Messi. No, I don't hate Messi. It was actually Eusebio. Eusebio did not want Ronaldo to match his record of 9 World Cup goals. I mean, the people are out for him. The people are out for CR goal, and I won't stand for it. I will not stand for it. He touched it. When I wake up in the morning, I expect to see that goal given to Cristiano Ronaldo. If not, cancel the World Cup. Just cancel the World Cup because it's completely unfair. See, look, why would he lie? He did an interview.
Why would he lie?
He did an interview with Piers Morgan. Everything he said on there was the 100% truth. Why would he lie? Why would he lie?
Oz, do you believe that one of your club's goats? Do you believe that he touched it? Hey, come on, as Nick said, why would he lie? Why would he lie?
Look, it doesn't matter to me if he touched it or not because I have a certain narrative going that I want to talk about after this little Ronaldo shenanigan. There's a certain narrative I was told, so I feel like I don't think he actually touched it to help my narrative. We'll leave it at that.
Okay, that's a great segue. Now, let's start at the top. I don't think Bruno Fernandes is a good football player. There was a moment in the game in which he tried to dribble, and I think the ball went to Tokyo. I think there was a point where he tried to dribble, and his touch was so bad the ball went to Tokyo. So, Bruno will never be Okocha. Bruno will never be Peak Zad. He'll never be like a player with that test. Yes, you should wait, hold up.
No.
You just got here, and you're not trying to just talk. What the hell?
You're talking about Bruno. I'm saying, can we at least say that there's a KDB conversation again? Can we at least bring in like after a man said that he was too old to play sports, so that he needed his
hold on, real quickly before we go. Did he touch it, Cristiano? Yes or no? Did he touch it?
In the laws of the game, like if it touches like a follicle of your hair, is that still part of you?
No, it's not. It's not
part of you. It's a wing.
It's part of your body. So.
Is it? No. If the hair is fake, now we don't know whether he's wearing a hairpiece. It could be a hairpiece. Bro, like his eyebrows are not real. His eyebrows aren't real. So why should his hair be real? So
all I'm saying is like if it's attached to his body, then like it counts. So,
okay, look, let's get to it. Okay, look. But so when you came Bruno, I have crapped on Bruno. I have abused Bruno, and I felt that I have been deserved in my abuse of Bruno, because apart from that first stint, I think during like the whole lockdown stuff, afterwards I was like, this dude, like he wastes chances. He can't dribble. He's always playing on the front foot. I sort of liked him to KDB, but just KDB were just much more effective. Now I said, okay, cool. Let me give the Euros. At the Euros, he was so bad at the Euros, he was replaced by Renato Sanchez. So I was like, what is this freaking dude? Now guys said, oh, well, since Cristiano has come, he has messed up Bruno and his thing. I was like, no. He's just been bad. Now, there's a guy called Ford who has a greater agenda. Basically, you think my agenda on Manchester is bad? Bruno's with... I'm sorry, Ford's with Bruno is way worse. This guy hates him, and I actually tweeted it. I said, Ford, sorry, these are 2 games now. These are back-to-back World Cup games. And thank you guys that you guys are here. Did he have both assists in the first game or just one?
Both.
The narrative strong in HH, bro.
I dare to say Mount over Bruno at this point. I dare.
Mount.
But on top of it,
that was Forward. Yeah, Forward said Mount over Bruno.
Please, no, he didn't. Come on, he didn't.
That's the agenda.
I mean, Ford. I know you're not here. But for this is for This is for Ford. I know you're not here, but for this is for you. Next, what are you saying?
You can't even call him Fernandes because he won the penalty.
Yeah,
and it was a brilliant piece of
through
skill.
great piece of skill. No. Look, let me just say the whole Bruno thing. Look, I am very fair. If you're bad, you're bad. If you're good, you're good. If you play badly, play badly. If you play well, you play well. In these 2 games, Bruno has been key. Portugal's best player has been Bruno Fernandes. He's been Portugal's most effective and their best player. Although João Felix is a close second. João Felix is a close second. So, and you're looking at this game again, it's like he's coming up with clutch plays. So my thing though is, even if you're the most ardent Bruno Fernandes hater, if you can't give him credit for these 2 games, then you can't talk football. Then you're just hating for the sake of hating. Because I'm sorry, he's shown up. He's shown up at this. Because here's the key thing: this was a difficult game. Ghana was difficult as well, but Uruguay made it very hard for Portugal because they were very physical, very tough, and they were using old school South American rules on these guys. So it was like, okay, someone needs to show up to say something. Someone needs to be defensive, and he was defensive for both of those goals, man. So here's my thing saying now, but guys, it's 2 games. Now he could drop a stinker in the second round or so forth, because most likely Homeboy is going to be facing the Swiss. I think Swiss are going to beat Serbia. So look, I told you, Portugal are making the final. These guys are making the final. Say what you want, they make it the final. But us, talk to me. And also, us, before you go, thank you for artists for reminding me. What the? Where's that?
Great reminder.
Oh, yo, bro. Shout out to Ozzy Little Bro. Shout out to Ozzy Little Bro, man. Shout out to Ozzy Little Bro. So, Oz, man. Well, Oz and you Little Bro, you can both answer that at the same time. It depends. Bruno, man, go for it, man. Bruno.
I was told that this guy is an international fault.
He was at the Euros.
I don't care about that narrative anymore. I was told that this guy could not play with Ronaldo on the same. If him and Ronaldo on the same pitch, they're not going to be good. I was told that this guy is a penalty merchant. I was told that this guy could not carry a team on his back.
It's 2 games.
This guy single-handedly took them to the next round. Single-handedly.
Go back. He scored the goals for them to qualify to the World Cup.
True.
Did we forget this?
That narrative is so, and HH.
Yeah, it's in the playoffs.
Wait, okay. What has Cristiano done in all of this? Die for a penalty?
The question remains. Like I said, I mean, do we have to have that KDB conversation? I'm just.
I'm not gonna get to that.
Yeah, goals. Go on. No.
This guy's played a pretty, in my opinion, not as strong, but pretty good Uruguayan side. While certain midfielder played against Morocco and couldn't come clutch. I'm here to say Bruno is a big time player. Bruno is that guy. When you need him to show up, he'll show up. Unlike some certain midfielder that plays for City, that needs to rely on a Pep system in order to shine. Bro, Bruno Fernandes is that guy when you need him. When you need him, he's that guy. He's able to come clutch. I've seen it for United. We're seeing it for Portugal now. Like this, bro, Bruno is him right now. He is getting his bag at the moment. And, bro, you take out all of Bruno's contribution, Portugal don't even get out of the group. Take all of what Bruno has done. They don't even get out of the group. That is crazy. Think about it.
So what's? Wait, hold on. So what? Bruno is now world class. Is that what you're now saying? He's one of the best midfielders in the world. What's that?
Look, if a certain
because Oz, I'm not going to go there. Oz, I have a line, and I'm not going to cross that line. There's a line.
A certain midfielder was called world class. I'm just saying, should we compare them? Because right now, that certain midfielder, I don't even want to say his name right now. That's how.
Oh wait, no, he has his name. Well, if you were IP industry plants. Oh no. Oh, tip, the industry plants. Tip, and I don't mean the rapper. I mean Tip, the industry plants, man. Yeah. Tip, sorry. Tip, and also Tip. Tip right now is actually fighting his teammates more than anything he's actually doing on the pitch. But don't worry, we'll get to Tip. We'll get to Tip afterwards. Nick, sorry, friendship plans. I'm continue.
No. Yeah, go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
Nick, go for it.
Tip of these. No, I think. Listen, Bruno, as I said, Bruno's been carrying Man United, and we talk about this period during lockdown. But remember, he joined in the January, so he had about 3 months or so before lockdown commenced. Then we had the lockdown period, and I would say it was a good 18 months until he really all right, he kind of fell off. But the level that he went to was so high. I think he got 28, 29 goals that season across all competitions, which is the most for a Premier League player. Midfielder, should I say? So, what he's doing for Portugal, I'm not surprised. He had a bad Euros. I was surprised that he had such a bad Euros because of how he was performing at club level. So I'm not surprised. He's a effective player. I'm not going to say he's world class because I need to see. It's the big moments, the semi-finals, the finals, whether it's Champions League, World Cup, Euros, but he gets so much criticism, undeserved. And most of it is because he plays for Man United. Let's be real. It's because he plays for Man United. This is the biggest stage. This is the biggest moment, World Cup for your country. And in the 2 games, where both games were, Ghana shouldn't have been a difficult game. Portugal made it difficult. Today, we always knew it was going to be a tough game, the way that Uruguay play. And Bruno was the match winner in both of those games. He might get rested for the last game, I don't know. But if you don't dare let Bruno come away with any award in this World Cup, whether it's top...
No, stop it.
Top goals, golden
He almost had a hat trick.
for the World Cup... We're gonna have some serious.
Bro, if you had dropped a 3-piece, bro.
We have a whole different conversation right now. If he scored that last goal that hit the post.
Let me bring in the Paul. So Paul, talk to me, Paul.
I think I agree with a lot that has been said. In fact, for me, top 3 players would be Griezmann, Mbappe, and Bruno Fernandes right now at this World Cup. Right now, these 2 games. For me, that's the top 3. I mean, Griezmann is just absolutely.
Yeah, no, Griezmann has been good.
Like absolutely crazy. But yeah, in fact, it's funny because if you think about it, it's more or less the same situation, right? These clubs that are big in their but are not in the best form now. These guys kind of play similar positions. They don't shine as much in their clubs, and sometimes they perform well, but they're not recognized.
No, but what's funny? There's a tweet. I think someone put an animated tweet that France's so basically like Griezmann, I think it's Griezmann, João Felix, and so forth performing well. Oh, they're performing better than Atletico's Griezmann and João Felix. So it just shows that like guys who are pretty much imprisoned by that clown, Simeone. Look at how well they perform. Because Felix has looked good as well. Felix has looked way better than Simeone. But yeah,
I agree,
but sorry.
But I think it's unfair to say that because kind of unfair to say that because people saying that Oblak is the player he is thanks to Simeone. Griezmann is the player he is thanks to Simeone. People tend to forget that he grew in Atletico Madrid and he was in that team that got to the 2 finals, and he grew better under Simeone. He was just like 1 or 2 years at Barca and he had terrible years. So yeah, there are players that have been destroyed by Simeone. I agree. There are other players that have been.
But Bruno, tell me, Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno. Look, this guy. I think, the Bruno KDB thing you were talking about. I still think KDB is better as a better player overall. Now, Bruno shows up. KDB doesn't. And if you've read the group, I've been someone who argued with Patrick and some City fans in the group that I said that for me it was pitiful that someone like De Bruyne would say, "Oh, we're too old, bro." How can you say that? Like, anyway, we'll get to KDB.
We'll get there. We'll get to KDB. Yeah. Mikey, talk to me, man.
Yeah, look, Bruno's on fire. What has he got now? 4 goals in his last 3 games for Portugal because he scored 2 goals against the Super Pigeons and 2 goals against obviously Uruguay today.
So look, is it? No, I think this is like going to be a test. I wouldn't know whether there's going to be a live show where Nigeria don't catch any strays. Like, are we ever going to have like a show where?
The next topic on Ghana. It's
yeah.
Look, in the last couple, I would say since March, when they obviously played the World Cup qualifier playoff against North Macedonia and Turkey to qualify to the World Cup, anytime Portugal have won, Bruno has performed.
Yeah.
And anytime Portugal has lost, Bruno has been crap. So you could say that Bruno is the key player for Portugal's success at this World Cup.
Oh no, Mike, it's Cristiano. It has to be Ronaldo. Portugal go as far as Ronaldo takes them. What? Bruno is more important than Ronaldo? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
You don't need to slander Ronaldo. Eh? You can't just slander Bruno and do not say anything about Ronaldo. When you can't slander Bruno, you slander Ronaldo.
Why? Cristiano, he started it. He started it first. I'm only responding. He started it. Okay. If you get pushed, you got to push back harder. Okay, so there you go.
Let me talk a little bit about the game. Can I talk about the game?
Go for it. Then I'll come to artists. Go for it.
Uruguay are Darwin Nunes.
Whoa, that's your guy. You have to rep him. He's your guy. He's Liverpool's next big striker.
He's not in a red shirt. He's in a light blue shirt, so I can rip him apart.
Can I just say one quick thing? Did you see the moment in the first half where like the guy was just running straight, run?
Well, what the heck is
No, Mike. He had no intention of doing anything. All he wanted to do was just run and smack it at the defender to go to the corner. And once he did it, he was like, "Come on here!" to like raise up the Uruguay. It's like, what are you doing?
South American passion, you gotta love it sometimes. Condoball, that's what you do in Condoball. You get any type of way, a corner or any set piece. But Uruguay are in trouble, man. they are in trouble. Bentancur, I thought, was the best player today, actually, to be fair. He was doing very well in the midfield. I just don't understand from Uruguay's perspective. You don't play football for 70 minutes until Portugal scored. Then you're like, oh, now we can play football. And then they started creating chances. I think Suarez had a chance. Maxi Gomez hit the post. So Uruguay could have easily drawn this game. So that's why I'm like hesitant with Portugal in this World Cup. Like, yes, you know, they have amazing talent up front, but defensively they are conceding chances. And if you're going to concede chances to higher quality opponents like France, Brazil, they're going to punish you. So that's the big worry I have with Portugal at the moment. But look, they put in a good performance.
But you know, you said, again, I don't want to jump ahead, but you said Uruguay are in trouble. If Uruguay beats Ghana, they're through.
I understand that, but
and I do have it and I don't want to say it yet, but there's a very scary scenario that I see potentially happening, because I'm potentially seeing a guy in Steven Spielberg's 1970 something film coming on and doing something in the 99th, because you know it's now 10 minutes added on time, doing something in the 99th minute. So just I'm not saying because this is one of those World Cups. It's one of those World Cups, and if that happens, I think there may be bloodshed on that pitch, but it is what it is. RDS, talk to me about Bruno.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like Bruno Fernandes. I mean, shout out to my United players guy, because
RDS. Weren't you slandering this guy all last season?
You
were slandering this guy. You said, get him out of my club.
Okay.
That wasn't RDS.
No. That was RDS. That was Los Blancos. Thank you, Paul. It was Los Blancos. Exactly. Yeah, I was on loan.
Paul, don't feed this.
So, like, thanks, Paul, man. Thanks for the dub, man. I appreciate it. So, but no, in all seriousness, all United players have come clutch, you know. So, like, Casemiro will obviously talk about Brazil later. So, in that game, and I don't have to talk about Maguire, Varane, you know, even Maguire.
This so it was right. So I don't. Maybe you took a wrong turn. I think if you take a right, that's the Man United thing. Okay. You took a left. So this is the football thing. So this is a United.
I'm just talking about the fact that, like, you know, that Bruno is obviously Manchester player. He's come clutch for the club. There's certain players that represent the clubs.
That's the United. The football. Okay, cool.
I haven't actually turned up for the clubs. Like yesterday, like. I don't know why, you know, Dennis Zakara, you know, can't get there. So.
That was so unnecessary, bro. Why is Zach gonna spray like that? How you gonna throw sprays like Zach like that, bro?
Man, that guy has suffered, man. Do you know that I've seen that guy? So I've seen that guy on the bench wearing blue, on the bench wearing black and white, on the bench wearing red. This guy's been a bench player for Juve, for Chelsea, and now for his country. I mean, sick word. But I'll just continue, man.
You know, I'm just saying, certain midfielders play others don't. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So blame Patrick. Ever since the Zach nickname, it's just gone downhill from there. But anyway, focus on the game. Portugal versus So, am I wrong in saying that Uruguay, you know, are doing a kind of like an Atletico Madrid type of situation, and that? What's that mean?
No, just put this stuff in there. Shout out to the streets, man. Look. Is Bruno going to lead Portugal to the World Cup? That's all I care about. Paul is convinced that Spain are winning this, so they're going to have to go through. So is Bruno going to lead?
Are you saying that Portugal? Are you saying that Ronaldo might win the World Cup and have the World Cup as?
Oh no, that's a very strong possibility. And my thing that if he doesn't show up, it won't count. So don't let Bruno carry him to a World Cup, because if Bruno carries him to a World Cup, that ain't counting, bro. Don't you dare be a freaking passenger. Don't you dare allow Bruno to carry to a World Cup.
Carries him to the final.
Didn't Ronaldo carry Ronaldo to the 2002 World Cup?
Oh, Nix, wait, who scored the only goal in that semi-final?
Who affected both goals?
I can't. Who was the guy who went on a solo run and scored the only goal in that semi-final?
Wait.
Damn it, I can't remember. No. Nix, it'll come to me. My mind is like Swiss cheese. It's like Swiss cheese. RDS, Bruno, real quickly. Because we need to move.
Where was Ronaldo?
Nix, run the clock. Bruno.
Yeah, ultimately, what can I say? He came clutch. I mean, the penalty. I don't know. I have no idea what handballs are now, so I don't really. Because
he blocked the path of the ball. Basically, if his hand wasn't there, the ball could have gone through.
Yeah. Well, I agree. You know, so because some people say it's harsh, it's not. I don't know, like, because sometimes it's given, sometimes it's not. That's where the subjectivity comes in. I saw a similar one for, I think, that one against United against Sociedad. It was like a similar thing. Him going down, like, what does he do? So, but it is what it is. But as Mike said, I think Uruguay in danger now.
Artists, I have a very scary scenario. We'll get there because you said they're in danger. Yeah. All they need to do is win against a certain team.
The thing is, the Portugal win today makes it interesting because I think Portugal will rest players, and Korea no slouches. So I think that if Korea, go on hard, Korea could potentially beat Portugal, and that puts them in 4 points. And so you're like, Ghana, like, obviously talk about later, have to win, because obviously if they beat Uruguay, they'll be on 6 points.
Yeah.
Might not be enough. So that group is.
Oh no. So things could get because let me take some Dubinski's, man, and then we'll get to Anthony.
Sorry, if Ghana draw, that should be enough, unless South Korea.
It depends on GD.
Yeah, South Korea have to win by 3 clear goals.
South Korea are on. Okay, no. You know what? We'll get there. No, because Ghana's next, so we'll get there. So shout out to your boy Orlando Ortiz, man. Maybe he did touch the ball, maybe not. What is certain is that he's touched you and every other hater's little delicate. Here we go. There's the fan boy. Look, mates, he didn't get the goal and so forth. It is what, like, guys, I'm sorry. It is what it is. He is a trash player whose only currency is goals. It is what it is. Deal with it. Okay, thank you. Martin Rosario. Remember when they said if he doesn't score, he's useless? Laugh out loud. Certain GOAT analysts with shades having narratives crapped on daily. Wait, what's this going on? Look, Matt, look this guy on about, man. Elijah, man. CR7 scored through mental telepathy. Yeah. His mental stability. It was an aura goal. It was an aura goal, man. Shout out to boy Adams, man. Thank you for the dope, Adams, man. I don't chase records. Records chase me. But why was he trying to steal Bruno's G? This guy is so shameless, man. That aside, this has been one of the most lit World Cups. Here's the thing. This World Cup has peaked. Now, things may get like boring in the knockout stage, but guys, I can't remember any group stage being as good as this. Or am I just using recency bias?
2014 was pretty good.
2014 was
no. In terms of group games.
Yeah.
2014
and the amount of dramatic group games and goals being scored.
2014.
I think definitely in this World Cup, you noticed that the gap between the top teams and the supposed small minnow teams has narrowed.
That's the thing. No, because my thing is that it's the small teams saying what's up, it's the shocks, it's the kinds of games, and also, Mike, we're not done yet. Mike, we have Iran and the USA to come. Yeah. We have what the hell is happening with freaking Belgium. We have Ghana and Uruguay to come. And we have what's called Serbia against Switzerland, which is a winner to take. So there are still going to be crazy scenarios.
Every group it's not over. Still,
yeah. Argentina, Poland, man.
Argentina, Poland is still real. Mexico can still go out. Yeah, what are you saying, Paul?
I mean, in terms of games, I agree with you. Even though there have been some draws but in general, it has been a great World Cup. But there's something outside.
I know. You let a guy called Folklore score against you. Yeah, but sorry, continue.
No, I didn't. We didn't let him. It's just that it's Germany who is the best presser and probably in the World Cup, which is the only thing that puts us in a problem besides counterattacking. So, but it's fine. Morata scored as well. So if they both score, I can score.
Oh no, that's fair. No. Look, Paul, I'm just hating. I'm just hating.
I know. Having said that, no, but there's something that is worrying me in this World Cup and the refereeing, and not. I don't want to be because this game has been okay. There has been a lot of games that I think have been so bad, such a bad refereeing. To be honest, like not only decisive moments, but also like. I remember, for example, against I don't know if it was Argentina or whatever, like a very early yellow card for nothing to a pivot. I remember fucking penalties, hands that were not like. I remember a lot of offsides. The Lautaro goal, for example.
Oh yeah.
It actually is valid, and that's actually huge.
No. I mean, wait, basically, Paul.
It has happened a lot of times.
I'm just hoping that it doesn't happen in crucial games, man. Shout out to your boy Zed. The cannibal is going to bite Inaki Williams and then save his shots from Kudus. Basically, said on that note, man, thank you. This is a perfect segue. And it's cool to what Paul was saying. So, but to what your boy Zed is saying, man, guys, first of all, that Ghana-Uruguay game, I can see something mad happening. Ghana, our dear cousins, don't let Jaws somehow put you out of these groups. Because, see, if somehow Uruguay punk Ghana again and Jaws is the whole thing, I think Ghana should be made part of Uruguay. I think. I think that you should just sort of be made part of Uruguay, and then you should be forced to learn Spanish and so forth.
Organization packs, man.
See, it's, well, I didn't want to say the CC word, so you said the C word, I didn't, you know. So that's what I was saying. Now, Paul talked about referee. Now, I don't know whether you guys saw the game. Anthony Taylor. Now, here's the thing. 10 minutes added on time, cool. But Amarte was injured. He went down injured. I remember when he went, and I remember saying to myself that, oh, this is going to be like 12 now or 11. So I already said, okay, it has to be more than 10 because he's obviously, because I remember another game where, because remember, the refereeing thing, and this is by Colina, any piece of time wasting on the clock. So basically time wasting is now useless now because anything of time wasting, we put it on the clock. So if we're to be here for 15, 20, so don't time waste because anytime you time waste, we're going to put it on the clock, which I think is great because it's now sort of now goes against any kind of time wasting. So boom, no, so fine, Angel, fine, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, we'll be here all night. So here's the thing though, even if he didn't do that, they had a corner. Who blows for full time when guys have a corner kick?
But AJ,
Yeah.
if I'm correct, I think it had gone into the 11th minute. It had gone over the 10 minutes that they originally gave. If I'm correct, I'm sure.
Nix. No, Nix. Even if it's did. Once they get a corner, you can't blow for full time.
The ball's out of play. Why should Ghana now be punished because South Korea did not score with that attack, but rather Ghana defended it well and he went out for a corner?
No, okay, but you know, Nix. You know, this was part of my football watching experience because I've seen times. Because I've seen times when like, oh, it's over. But if let's say you get an attacking phase, a free kick in an attacking phase or a corner kick, and it's even over, they say, okay, you know what, we're going to give you this last attack.
I think that's still to the referee's discretion. I think, to be honest, like, you can't say the referee is like, as I said, I think the game finished at like 11 minutes. Like, so you can't say the referee was like wrong.
Oh no. But also, I don't think he actually played and the extra minutes over the 10. So that should have gone to at least 11 because of Amate going down. So I don't think he went to 11. I think it went to like 10 and a little bit over 10. So I think that fine. But if you look at the added on time for Tamati, it should have gone through. But my thing though is that because what happened is that obviously at the end of full time, they went crazy and boom. Now here's the thing. If you're Ghana, you don't give a damn. Because you're like, we got screwed over without a VAR call with Cristiano diving and everything. So look, we deserve like a bit of the rub here and so forth. So if you're Ghana, you're all cool. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty now. I'm actually nervous for this Uruguay game. because the thing about Ghana is that Ghana, there's something very strange. There's something very strange about Ghana where like they always have to be involved in some kind of weird drama. Something just tells, because here's the thing, 1000%. Because basically, Super Sports, which is like, and it's like a channel in based in South Africa, but in mostly Africa where you can watch sports. Jean was watching the game in the Super Sports studio. Guys, Jean is flying to Qatar. So give a talk. Jean is going to be on that pitch.
Yeah.
And if Ghana have a penalty, he's going to shoot. No. Because he'll miss again. But my thing though is,
before you land, can we because I know you've got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
A question to you, HH, about this game. Do you owe Jordan Ayew an apology?
Oh my!
Because he came clutch today for some of the goals, you know, and you did say that, and you tweeted as such that if this guy continues to start for Ghana, why is he doing it? So do you owe him an apology?
Actually, do you know what is very scary? You know, I put that out, and then when he then scored the 2 assists, I then said that Ghana accepts payments and everything. Now I've not checked my mail. But a guy tweeted me saying that like, oh, thank you, HH, check your mail. And I'm like, wait, I hope you've not actually sent me money. I hope that's a good hazard because I think they think that, oh, that this is actually real, that actually really helped. I was like, no,
Bro,
it's a joke.
Bro, I think, I wouldn't be
something.
surprised if people aren't like getting your reverse jinx services, like Ghanaian, like which
Okay, let me show you how this reverse jinx thingy works. I have to really, any shred of doubt, it doesn't work. I have to really believe in what I'm saying. If I really believe what I'm saying, I think I'm a 9 out of 10 now. 9 out of 10, it works. But I have to have no, so I have to truly believe it. If I think I'm jinxing, it doesn't work. Because guys, I'll be real with you here, it's actually very scary. Because guys, it's like, I'm talking seconds between I tweet something out, all this is gonna happen. Mike, why do I have a feeling that Uruguay going to beat Ghana?
Friday is going to be insane.
Oh, bro.
First,
And also, Mike, my thing is that they can't allow the emotion, because Mike, what my fear is? There's going to be so much build-up. Ghana, they're just going to be building up. And my thing is that you can't let the emotions take over you. Because if they let the emotions take over you, that's what Uruguay will want. Because Uruguay will be like, man, let these guys be emotional, try really hard, and they will just focus and just pick them off. Mike, talk to me.
Yeah, I was going to say Friday's insane. First, we have Uruguay versus Ghana, and then we have Serbia versus Switzerland.
Yes.
Bro, talk
Huge
about
game.
revenge of Friday. That's what it's going to be. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I saw links. Kudus is linked to Liverpool. Please,
Wait,
Liverpool,
what?
sign this guy.
To Chelsea. Oh, yeah, to Chelsea. I heard those. I heard those links as well.
So fair enough. You got a Kuku now. So you got in Kuku. So
and Kudus as well. Yeah.
Dude, Kudus is a baller.
Another
Absolutely love this guy. Love this guy. Now the thing is, Ghana were hanging on there for the last 20 minutes because all South Korea did was cross the inshallah. That's all they were doing.
And 2 of their goals came from crosses.
Yes,
so.
exactly. So I think for Ghana, it's about how do you approach the game emotionally, and then how does Otto Addo tactically approach it? Is he going to go back to the 5 in the back that he did against Portugal and just say, you know what, let's absorb pressure and let's just try and defend for our lives like we meant it? Or will he do the same approach like he did today, which I thought Ghana actually played very well in the first half. They kept possession very well and they created chances, but I don't know. I do feel like something weird is going to happen, and it's going to be with that El Pistarello guy. Like, there is something weird going to happen with Jones.
No, because this World Cup has already given us shocks. I just know something very strange and dramatic is going to happen. I just don't know what.
I hope Ghana thrash Uruguay. Like, I like Uruguay, but I just want Ghana to get revenge.
Oh, no. See, Ghana, no, you can't thrash Uruguay. Like, they're too physical a team. You can beat them, you can't thrash them.
The thing is, though, Uruguay have to win the game. So they're going to leave themselves exposed at the back.
Exactly. They need to
and Ghana have some good counter-attacking players. Inaki Williams. I mean, look, we can.
But here's the thing,
was
though.
pretty good today.
That's why the worst thing that could happen for Ghana is if Uruguay score first.
Oh yeah. Then
if Uruguay score first, because then Ghana will be desperate and Uruguay know how to defend and they can counter. If Ghana can score first, perfect game for Ghana. If they can score first, perfect game. And they can just pick them off on the counter. So Ghana have to score first. So basically, for Aldo, it's going to be tough. Do you go really defensive and force Uruguay to break you down? Or do you just play your game, try and get the first goal and then open it up for you? It's a tough call. I don't know what you do.
It's a very tough call. I'm just hoping Ghana do it. I'm hoping they do it, man, because I think it would be some story. What was it? 10 months ago, they lost to the freaking Comoros. And now look where they're at.
Yeah, it's mad. They're on the cusp of qualification.
It's amazing to see. So
no, but you know, for funny, it's like, I don't know where you watch this movie, AVP. Like the tagline says, like, whoever wins, we lose. Whoever goes through in second, they're out. So basically, this is just for vibes because you're playing Brazil. So at least the victory is you made it to the second round, but you're like, if it's Ghana or Uruguay, you're going out. So it is what it is.
This is bigger for Ghana. This is revenge.
Oh no, you see, for me, like, don't lose. Like, don't lose again. You've been waiting for this and also look at how the stars have aligned.
Yep.
Because when we were doing the prediction, we thought, okay, Ghana will maybe finish bottom, and this would just be like whatever. No, this is now revenge plus. You can actually knock them out and actually go through. So it's perfectly made for you to have super sweet revenge. Don't mess it, Mike. Don't mess it up.
Could Ghana still top the group technically if they beat Uruguay by a margin, depending on if Korea beats.
But no. Yeah, they could top the group, but it depends on GD. But let's be real, Portugal are either going to draw or beat South Korea. But there is a realm where if they thrash Uruguay and Portugal don't beat South Korea, and Portugal lose to South Korea, the GD could balance them. But it's unlikely.
One last thing though, HH, it was a good day for Africa.
It was a
They're
very
turning
good
up now. Morocco won yesterday. Cameroon coming back today. Ghana win.
Well, Mike, let's see how, because Mike, this World Cup has taught me specifically that Serbia Cameroon game. It ain't over until after, because bro, who knows? Belgium could just suddenly spark into form, thrash Croatia, and Morocco could just mess up.
No.
Senegal
RDS,
tomorrow?
I am not putting anything past. And bro, I could have said, I don't even know what's going to happen in that game. Paul, how do Ghana approach that Uruguay game, man? Talk to me, man.
I think it relies on what you said. If Ghana need to overwhelm Uruguay like the first 20 minutes, try to get that goal, and then you can play your actual preferred way to play. I think this from the manager. This is the counter attack. You have very fast players. I will say something about African teams. Is that normally African teams are more chaotic, like very physical, very, very, very chaotic.
Apart from the 90s Nigeria Super Eagles, man. Shout out.
But I will say that
we beat you in 98. Paul, we beat you in 98. I remember that game. I was in Geneva. We beat you. Raul scored in the second half. We said, what's up? Sunday Lise, I still remember.
Okay. That's your Copa Spain. No. Look, Africa, what I see with African teams, they may go out. Okay, they may all go out. It can happen. But by the way, I told you to trust in Morocco. I said it from the beginning. Trust Morocco. They have a great.
Yeah, I always trusted in Morocco. Always.
Yeah, you didn't. But I do have to admire the fact that I think African teams are evolving. They identified their flaws. They needed to be more tactical, especially with this new football. You really need to get the tactics right, because you need to.
And also, Paul, to your point as well, this is the first time in a World Cup that all the African teams are coached by an African manager. And this is what I've always said. I don't believe in, and this is, how England, I'm hearing England about Pochettino. I feel international football is cultural. You need someone that understands the fiber and the culture of your team and your country. So hiring like the best French manager to coach a Cameroon team, it ain't gonna work. So and here's the thing: when Nigeria were really good, we had a Dutch guy called Westerhoff, but he had a Nigerian wife, and he spent most of his time in Nigeria. So the guy was pretty much black. So the guy was pretty much Nigerian. So that's okay.
He was in the culture. He
knew the culture. Yeah. He was fully in with the culture, so he understood what the culture was about. Because international football is about culture.
Is her friend
absolutely agree with
Saudi Arabia?
Oh well, yeah, that's true. but they may go out. They may go out now, So
maybe.
Yeah, every time I see a national team, with a coach that is not from the nation, it's not bad. I don't have a problem with it. It's just that it feels less authentic. It feels like
it's not real.
It's just weird.
No. Because I've always like, I would make a rule that says that in the World Cup you have to be coached by a team from the country. I would make that a rule. I'd make that a rule.
I would. I absolutely agree. And the last point for African teams, I think you have much better chances than you think. I think we all underestimated all these African teams. We all, like you said, we thought Ghana, last of the group. If they even end up last of the group, I think they already are playing better than a lot of people thought. Morocco. I don't know if you count Tunisia. African teams, if they don't go out in round, they'll go out in round 16 probably. But you have to give them their kudos because they are really evolving. I think that there is a new era for football coming. You see North American teams, Menos here. You see African teams coming, and some Asian teams already shown up. So yeah.
Nick Stosman, Ghana, Jihana.
Check your DMs, please.
Someone slipped in my DMs, man.
2010 was a bad. It was a bad time. It was a bad time for me.
What is it? Oh God! Don't tell me this is from that game. Oh,
bring it up.
Nick, so why did you keep this image?
It's on my Facebook. So I don't know if you can zoom in. That's me in the corner, in the blue checkered shirt, blue and white checkered shirt. watching Asamoah Gyan miss the penalty. I don't think
Oh, that was bro.
My
Nix,
face,
I mean, Nix, for goodness sake, you can't score a penalty.
I'm
I can't score a damn penalty.
I'm gobsmacked. My mouth is just open because I can't believe what I watched. Now, Ghana have an opportunity. I pray that I'm not feeling the same way I did. Listen, from the moment he missed that penalty till I got back, I think I was watching that game in like North London. I got back to East London. I did not say a word to my brother as we traveled home. We couldn't believe it. We could not believe it. That was the
no. I was angry, man. I was angry.
That was the golden opportunity for an African team to get to a World Cup semi-final in Africa. In Africa,
you were a penalty kick away. A penalty kick away. No, that's what I'm saying. My anger was not with the Jaws.
He was scoring all the penalties. He had penalties against Germany, penalties against USA. I can't remember all the penalties. But he was Australia. And we couldn't. Listen, this is the opportunity. This is a chance for. And it's only a sprinkling of revenge, you know, because that semi-final still is elusive.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because it was it would hit the same. It would hit the same.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit the same. The only way it hits the same is if it's in a quarterfinal, you knock them out, or even better, further in a semi-final, or further. But it's just a sprinkling. It's just something to get you through till the next World Cup, the next opportunity that you have to go that one step further. They have to take it. At the worst thing could happen. At the worst, they draw the game, and South Korea slap Portugal by 3 goals, and you say, damn it, we lost, we're out. South Korea go for a goal difference. But you can't allow Uruguay to go for it at your expense.
Yes.
That's the one thing you cannot do. Uruguay cannot qualify at your expense. This is the opportunity. And they have to summon the spirit of Abedi Pele. Not any other. Abedi Pele, not Brazilian Pele.
Wait, hold on, wait. So you say if Ghana draw,
they'll have 4 points. If South Korea slap.
No. If Ghana draw, Ghana can go through.
They can. I'm saying.
Unless South Korea, don't win.
Yes, I'm saying. I'm saying. But if South Korea happen to slap Portugal 4-0, and you end up third, you just say, that was a bit unlucky. But you can't allow Uruguay to beat you and go through. That's one thing that cannot happen.
No, you can't allow that to happen.
So this is Ghana's chance for some, just to kind of try and wipe away some of the hurt, because I don't know what I'm gonna do.
No, it's not gonna. That'll always sting.
Suarez comes off the.
Nix, it's happening. Nix, it's going to be 50 minutes added on time. And in the 115 minutes, Cannibal is going to have like a freaking header. It will be offside, but VAR will roll it onside. It's happening. What happens
quick question.
What happens if they're 1-0 down and they get a penalty in the 99th minute? This is Ghana.
Yeah.
Does anyone step up and take it, or are they just too scared?
No, I'm not just saying, like, look.
Nobody.
No, did you know what's funny? There's a penalty, and this one's funny. There's a penalty, and the lights go down. I'll just see like a helicopter just come down. You see like a massive spotlight, and you just see like Gian take out. And then he misses it. Like he goes over the bar. I don't know. I'm sick in the head.
Like to be honest, like it's the advantage is like sad because you're thinking in this game like, man, if Inaki Williams' hand slipped, man, if the coaching goes tactical, because to be honest, looking back at the Ghana Portugal game, Ghana shouldn't have lost that game. You know, I don't think Ghana should have. At the very least, they should have gotten a draw. They shouldn't have lost that game against Portugal. And you know, if you think about it, in terms of the team that's in terms of overall played the best, I think overall you can make an argument that Ghana, for that reason, should either be top or should be going through. Because Uruguay have not particularly impressed me, to be honest. I don't think Uruguay, South Korea played well. It's just defensively. And just as an aside, before talking about Ghana, like one of the things I watched look in this game was this game, as I think Mike said, was basically like crossing inshallah. That was basically the summary of this game for both Ghana and for both. One thing that was interesting, especially from the Korean side, was how they were actually defending. And if you look at the Saudi Arabia-Argentina game and how they were able to obviously play the offside trap, it was weird how the South Korean team, and to a certain extent Ghana later down when they conceded, were defending so deep. Like if you see them, like the line was so close to the keeper that you're thinking like, is this what they practice in training? Because when a set piece comes in, if you're so deep, as long as you get a good placement in, it's going to be a goal.
It's chaos. It's chaos. Yeah,
it's going to be a goal. So if I was the South Korean coach, I'd be like, no, like if it's the keeper's responsibility, no, guys, push up, go forward. Okay, allow them to. If they want to run in, then that's fine. Allow them to run. And trigger offside, whatever, So, but that's just something that I noticed because it happened twice for both goals. They were both the South Korean defense line was so deep that it gave Ghana in. But as far as Ghana's opportunity, I mean, it is interesting because Ghana only need a draw potentially to qualify, and that in my mind that really tells me that the coach Ado whatever Ado is going to set up defensively. Because I think the idea of like thinking we cannot lose, and we also only need a draw. So I'm not going to go and attack Uruguay. I'm going to place a back five. I'm going to say, listen, you guys break us down. I think that's the wrong approach because I think Ghana should attack Uruguay, send in the counter-attack. But I suspect he's going to start that way, knowing full well that if they get a draw, then it's fine. Now, you said, do Ghana have a chance, HH? I think the only thing I can say, and you got to thank Liverpool Football Club for this, is that they're still playing Darwin Núñez, man. They're still playing Darwin. Like you had all these guys with technique against Ghana in 2010. You've got a man who does fake stepovers up front. Ghana defending against a man with fake stepovers,
and then watch him drop a two-piece. That's the kind of thing. And then I watch this bricklayer drop. It's like I can see that happening. Like of all the guys to drop a two-piece, it's Charles.
So I still have hope that like that he might flop. We'll see, but. Ghana need to take the initiative against Uruguay. They need to take initiative against Uruguay. Whether they'll do that or not, I don't know. So, but it is what it is.
So also real quick, Ghana, can they do it?
So I have a friend of mine who invited me to watch the game with him. He's Ghanaian. So I dare these bums to lose to Uruguay. See what happens. Because that look, it's like Nick said. It's okay if it's South Korea that knocks you out. Do not let it be Uruguay. Of all teams, don't let it be Uruguay. That's different. And I dare Luis Suarez to score, get a two-piece in that game. I dare.
And him. He's gonna do something. Like he'll either score or he'll bite someone. Choose one. Let me hit the bins real quick. So, Arsenal. CL winners 2015. Oh, okay, God. No. You've board did not.
You have to drop the brick for them. What the heck?
Okay, it's like, guys, did you think you were going to... And also remember, this is the same guys with Calcipolia and Moji. Well, let me just hit the brick real quick. How do you think you were supposed to get away with this? It's like, shh, guys, shh. They won't see 260 million guys. Shh. It's 216 million.
What actually, just a summary, like what actually happened? I don't know.
The whole board have resigned, and nearly Nedved, they've all resigned.
Yep.
Because what? Just
I think this is obviously all these allegations have come to it. So basically, it's full bar. It's full bar.
Wow, okay,
I've shown that to your boy at tournament. Isn't the South Korean coach going to be in the stands versus Portugal? He got a record at the end of the game. Yeah. He got sent off Paulo Bento. And bro, if it's I would understand why he was pissed off. Yes, Saeed, thank you for Dubinsky. Are we going to talk about the corruption in Italy? The entire UV board resigning after they've been under an investigation, bro. What the F? Towards Luciano Moggi. Now, I don't want to spit all stuff. All I'm saying is Godfather 1, Godfather 2, Goodfellas. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Godfather 1, Godfather 2, Goodfellas. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Don Barzini.
Alhambra, the ref blew early to let Ghana.
That
Okay.
was sick.
Okay,
was
guys,
was
no. Okay, guys. So basically, this is a test. When I show you this thing, don't laugh. Anybody that laughs, you're gonna lose the game. So basically, let's just play a game. The name of the game is when I put this up, do not laugh. Okay?
I can't believe it.
Oz, you lost. Nix, you lost. Mike, you lost. Well done to Paul and RDS, man. So me, Paul and RDS, we won the game. So
I'm just speechless. I'm speechless. I'm just speechless.
Do you know,
I don't know what to
was
say.
and because see, so obviously I can't show the video because YouTube tags, but when he tries to do it, obviously Nix and RDS, remember George Boateng from was it Wolves he used to play for?
Middlesbrough. I think he might play for Wolves as well.
And but I think it was mainly Middlesbrough because he's part of the coaching staff. You actually see him say, "Yo, bro, don't do that." He walks away. That's true, guys. This is just. I mean, come on. I mean, bro, come on.
I think another Ghana manager tried to push him away as well when he was.
Yeah. No. It's not.
Oh, is that George Boateng on the?
Yeah. No. Because George Boateng, that's him there in the corner, and Boateng is like, "Yo, bro, go." He basically shoves him and says, "Look, you can't." The guy is crying and he's doing a selfie. I mean, god damn. Let's be real. Samasi.
Can I say something about Son?
Yeah.
Like, does anyone know?
No. Disaster class.
Does anybody know if this is the real Son or is this just the main character of the Squid Games or something? Like,
Paul, that's rude. Paul, that's Paul. Paul, we're in 2022, and that would get you cancelled, Paul. That would get you cancelled, Paul. Paul, that was.
Paul's trying to be.
He did have a disaster
today with a
class
flag.
No, he had a disaster. No, it was a disaster class. Like,
he's been terrible all season.
no, but you know what's weird?
like he forgot to. No, but I mean it like it's like he forgot to football, like to play football.
Paul, in 2022, you will get cancelled by Twitter. It is what
Why?
it is.
Because I'm saying he forgot.
Paul, I don't make the rules. Paul, in 2022, you will get cancelled. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules.
He forgot to play football. Where is the jail?
Samasi, thank you for the bit. HH, Musiala, the new Kaka generational. # he is coming to Chelsea very soon because there's a clause in his contract that says that he must come back home after a few years. So he'll be back in 2023. Oh, Samasi, don't cry. He's coming back home. Bibo. Okay, I'm not gonna read that out because I don't know whether that is a thing to bait me. So shout out people, thank you for the Dubinsky. I don't know what that is. So I don't know whether that's a call to arms.
What he's saying is that Serbia game there'll be human rights violations.
Oh yeah. No, it'll be real. It'll be real because there's some. I remember in 2010 there's beef. Okay, guys, let me be very brief here. Mike, they're not winning the World Cup. What? Wait, Mike, what? I'm not scared. Mike, they're not. Now, Mike, here's the thing. I'll be real. Mike, okay, let me be real. Paul, let me be real. Okay, you want to be real? Okay, fine, be real. Okay, no, Paul, be real. Come on. Now, here's the thing. You can only win the World Cup with Neymar. Mike, it was a good goal. It was a quality goal. Yo, Nix. Casemiro that was a 20 goal.
Yeah,
they cannot win the World Cup without Neymar. Guys, winning a World Cup is not about being flashy. Forget this Brazil and France talk. That's just Twitter speak. I'm still the GOAT analyst. I'm still that dude. I'm still the GOAT. You have to baby steps. Mike, Brazil, do you still believe that? Okay, no, Mike, are you? Because Michael talks football. Biggest football commentator right now on TikTok. He's taking over TikTok right now, 100%. So you talk football. So as a guy who talks football, as well as MTF. No, I'm not going to call you Mike. I'm going to call you MTF. I'm going to call you MTF. Are they winning this whole thing now because of how flash they are, because of Jogo Bonito?
It's not because of Jogo Bonito. It's because defensively they are rock solid. They haven't conceded a shot yet. Has Alisson is just drinking.
Alisson has not made a save.
What is the drink from Brazil? What is the drink from Brazil? Caipirinha? Yeah, that's the drink. He's just drinking those and chilling in the goal because he has had nothing to do in this.
I mean, no. Let's pause on that because Mike just dropped a jewel. People said that Serie said this could give them issues. So they faced, you would say on paper, the two next best teams, and Alisson has not had a shot to make in both of those games. That's
what's crazy? The one shot that did cause a problem was by himself. He created the problem.
Oh yeah.
He tried to make it interesting.
yeah. He was bored.
Exactly. He's got to make himself entertained. I think. Look, they're not starting off games really well. I think the first halves have been an issue, but I don't think that's a concern at all. Brazil are showing that they are quality. They're showing they got, and the options they have. They took off, who was it? Lucas Paqueta at half. They brought in Bruno Guimaraes, and they looked amazing. It was just an upgrade in the midfield. So they're just going through the motions. Tite is doing well. And this game could have been 3-0. Rodrigo took his chance. Vinicius took his chance. And obviously, it was offside with Richarlison. But I think Brazil are playing fantastic at the moment. And I don't think it's just because of the way they're playing. It's just defensively so solid. And I'm very excited. Go ahead, Nix.
See, this is why. Yeah, I agree. And HJ says, France, Brazil aren't doing anything flashy. France are.
So you missed that whole Joga Bonito and everything when they go 1-0 up. Stop it. They're showing off. They're showing off.
When they go 1-0 up, they start getting excited and they come out of their shell, innit? But what I'm saying is, they're going about the game very professionally. France, when France played Australia, France were trying to run up a cricket score. They got the ball, and every time it was just, Mbappe was like, he was showing off. He was stop, go. Like they were trying to embarrass them. Brazil are going about their job very, very professionally. Now, don't get twisted. Those are two tough teams in terms of defensively that have come up against.
Knicks, can they win the World Cup without Neymar? Yes or no?
I personally don't think they can. Because I think when it gets to quarters, semis, final, obviously, depending on who you draw, it's that moment that you might need. And I say that speaking from looking at past World Cup winners or past Brazilian sides more so than just World Cup winners in general. When in 2002, when Ronaldinho sent Ashley Cole to the shops, and then he lobbed Seaman from 50 yards. When Ronaldinho lobbed it into Rivaldo's chest and he took it down one time and turned and volleyed it in. When Ronaldo drew past 2 or 3 Turkey players and couldn't pull his foot back properly because he had a bit of an injury, so toe poked it past Rustu. Those are moments of individual brilliance. Now, I'm not saying Brazil haven't got that without Neymar, but of course, nobody's got it like Neymar. So you're relying on lesser individual brilliance, which you're going to need in certain moments because they're going to be games that are tough in the quarters, semis, and finals. And I think without Neymar, I think they might miss out on that. You might get through on a penalty shootout, possibly, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried in terms of, no hope, no chance, but I just feel like they might come unstuck. But I do agree that defensively is, if they are going to win it without him, defensively is how they're going to win it.
Yeah.
He goes out in that. Well, if things don't go right, I can bring on Bruno Guimaraes. I can bring on Rodrigo, Martinelli. Let's not talk about Gabriel Jesus. Anthony. I can bring on those players who can change the game, knowing that my defense are still going to keep that clean sheet. And when you've got that amount of firepower on the bench, all you need, and all you need is one goal, you've always got a chance. But I feel like if Neymar can even miss the last 16. We don't need him for the last 16. But I think quarters onwards, especially semis onwards, a fit Neymar is essential. If you can get to the semis without Neymar, then yeah.
So who wants to talking about Brazil before we talk about Belgium?
Okay. Let me just say something real quick.
Yeah.
So the streets were telling us that without Neymar, Brazil played better. I was told this. I was told that without Neymar, Brazil played better. We watched this game. Brazil did not look great. Let's be honest. They did not look great until they scored that goal.
Yeah.
And bro, there's a reason why Neymar is so important. We're gonna be talking about Neymar could not even. Neymar doesn't even need to have an assist or a goal this World Cup because him being there is a problem.
Yeah, he creates things. He creates situations.
Players are going to be there's going to be at least 2 players on him every game, and that's what we saw in the Serbia game where Rafinha and Vinicius were clean through on goals, and that should have scored. So Neymar brings like that star value to this team, and now that you need at least 2 players on him in order to make sure he stays quiet. And once you have 2 players on him, someone's going to be free. So look, Brazil. Look, I'm tipping them to win it this year because look, this team is so. Nobody has the depth that this team has. Nobody in this World Cup has the depth that they have. They're able to bring off the likes of Antony and Guimaraes off the bench. That's different. That's
no. That's bench game is different. That bench game is crazy. Brazil's bench game is cheating, man. It's mad. It's mad. That thing's game. Okay.
As long as he doesn't start that midfield again of Fred, Paqueta, and Casemiro,
No, Fred.
That's never gonna work.
Paul, real quick, and then we'll talk about Belgium.
Man, it's a shame this has to be quick because I had a big discussion with with Osman in the WhatsApp group about this. I don't know if you saw it. I'm gonna be the villain here.
Oh God.
I think, and it's curious because I think Brazil can win the World Cup without Neymar. I just don't think they would have won it even with Neymar.
Wait, no.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
What?
No. Sorry? I'm not saying Neymar does worse to the team. If Neymar is there, it's better, obviously. Now, what I'm saying
No, you said they can win it without the name Neymar.
Yes. Bro, this team... Wait. Obviously, it's not as clear-cut, but think about this. We were just talking of the depth of this team. Now, you're talking about that star thing. I agree. The biggest star on Brazil is Neymar, right? He brings that value, that fear there. But if it's not Neymar, it's Vinicius. I can assure you, because I've seen it. If Neymar's not on the pitch, you know who's going to get the 2 players? It's going to be Vinicius. And then you're going to have Rodrigo linking up all the plays, how he played a star game today. So, and I'm going to say something. In these 2 games, in the first one, Neymar wasn't the best. And I think I'm objective. I don't just base my thoughts on, I can be wrong, but I don't base my thoughts on goals or assists, okay? Neymar adds a lot that is not there, like directly. But for me, the best player these 2 games has been Vinicius. Because you know why? Because he's not a player that is consistently there. But he's also a danger. You need to always have guys there. Because if not, what happened in the disallowed goal? What happened? Everyone had a defender on all attackers. The one free, Vinicius, pass, goal. If it wasn't for Richarlison, it was a goal. So I will say this because I know you want to do this fast. I know no one will, and I respect that. We don't need to have the same opinions. I respect that. I dig that. Value that. I think, and I said this, I think Brazil have been a disappointment, at least on what I expected, which can be my fault, on my expectations. Now, having said that, Brazil have a lot of quality. Brazil lack game. And I feel like quality is a wild card. Quality is that player that sometimes is that Dembele. So you understand that sometimes if they show up, it's done. It's done. There's nothing you can do. It's clutch. But if they don't, which can happen, you have nothing. And that's what I feel like with Brazil. They don't have game. They have a lot of individualities. They have a lot of, star power. I don't think they have that feel. And you know what team I see that has those 2 things? France. France has stars and France has game. And you can say, no, they have this, they have that. And I didn't even believe in France before.
France not winning the World Cup because Mbappe can't win the World Cups.
I'm just saying that France is probably the only team that can compete the bench of Brazil, even with injured players.
Oh, no, true.
My only thing to add to Brazil is that I have this feeling, and this goes to the fact that their defense is actually quite solid, and also the Casemiro thing that it's possible that because we're thinking like that Brazil are going to win it in the sort of their traditional Brazil way with the flair of the panadas, with the running stuff like that. But it's quite possible that, dare I say, Brazil win this in the Mourinho way, where they just
I think that's how they did it in '94.
Yeah, you know, where they
Like in
basically
94, that's how they
make
won it.
too difficult to beat. They don't necessarily play particularly well, but as we've just sort of said, like these guys have not had. Alisson hasn't even been tested yet. You know what I mean? You know,
But greater test lie ahead. Greater test lie ahead.
Of course they do. Of course they do. I'm
Oh,
just
no,
saying
no,
that
no.
like it's possible that like that we're expecting Brazil to play fantastical time from their midfield from their attacking qualities, but it's quite possible that they win this World Cup by just having a nice defensive masterclass.
Yeah. Okay, we have to move. So last topic before we get out of here. So, guys, so this just broke before I came in to do this and everything. So now this is crazy. And I think there's a certain guy who needs to be given some praise here, because we all like to crap on Big Rom, who was man of the match in the game against Brazil. So there was I don't know why you're laughing here, because a guy has just saved his team and come in to be the guardian angel. So there was a big altercation yesterday between Hazard, De Bruyne, and Vertonghen. Lukaku had to intervene and stop the fights. Now, the key thing is, was this altercation before or after Vertonghen's comments about maybe the attack is old as well? If I'm going to hazard a guess, I believe that Vertonghen said it after the altercation.
Yeah,
Personally, I
HH.
think it's after a Big Mac, but that's my question.
Sorry, Mike, was it?
Apparently, Hazard was shouting at Vertonghen that he and the other defenders were too slow and Lukaku had to break it up. And that was from L'Equipe.
Oh wow! So what was so where does De Bruyne fit in on all of this?
He must have been with Hazard and telling them, you guys, you're all too slow. Fix up. And old.
It wasn't an altercation, more like a disagreement. It started fight. It was all verbal, supposedly. That's
Yeah,
all.
probably was just verbal. There was
It was
no
all
physical.
verbal, and then that's
Fists were
why.
thrown, allegedly.
Fists were thrown.
I'm joking. I know.
Wow! Oh, okay. Look. I'm a TMZ merchant, man. I'm a TMZ merchant.
What's Lukaku breaking up if there's an argument?
Oh no! It's no. I think it could have gotten. So maybe it's a case of like, when you just sort of swear up on everything, and he's like, oh, let's just before this gets to blows.
FYI, the source was a Madrid zone, was it? Can we clarify what source?
Oh no! I think it's been guys have just picked it, but I think it's from the Keep French thing, so it's all gone through. But see, here's the thing. Do you know why I think that it's that it could be true? Vertonghen's comments, that's happened.
Yeah.
Him saying that, I think the attack may be too old. So I think that maybe he said that after the altercation. So he was still balled up and so forth. Because I think you do that's mixed zone stuff. You do it after you've been in the dressing room, not straight after the game. So I think you go into the dressing room, then you do your press duties, or do you do it straight after the
No, you
match?
go to the dressing room first, I think.
You might do it. I think you can do it either way, to be honest. It depends who, because there's a few people that do it. But I just think De Bruyne is so wrong to come out publicly and say,
who says
he's saying
that?
we're too old, but he's not talking about himself. Because unless you're saying we're too old and I retire from international football, then fair enough. You're saying that, but then even then you just say I'm too old. You say I'm too old. You don't say we're too old, because then you start what people are going to start doing. All right, let me look at all the ages of the players in the squad. And obviously, it's the Alderweireld and Vertonghen who are the older players, older than yourself. You're not talking about Thorgan Hazard. You're not talking about even Lukaku. So I think he's so wrong to... Is he captain?
Hazard is captain, and I think... No. It's Hazard then Vertonghen. So if Hazard comes off, he gives it to Vertonghen.
Okay. But he's a senior player. And
yeah. He's one of the... and also, he's the face of the... Basically, he's the most informed Belgian player right now.
Yeah. He should be the leader of that team. To come out and say that I'm too old, I think that's just so wrong. The dressing room is broken.
And my thing is that it's that game against Canada. Because here's the thing: Belgium can still go through. If Belgium beats Croatia, they can go through. But
I can't see how
because Croatia are looking so good right now, Belgium. Basically, this reminds me of 2010 France. Like, bro, I remember that. I think it was Mexico. Where I swear, Ribéry took the team talk. Ribéry was coaching the freaking team. Ribéry was like, okay, you go here, you go. Ribéry was trying to manage, and then they got beat 2-0.
Did Evra get sent home from that World Cup right at the beginning?
Yeah,
because Evra was the ring leader on everything. I think it was so. His ring
The real question: does De Bruyne retire after this World Cup? That's the real question. Can he come back? That's the real question. That's a real possibility, guys.
No, for me, I think that no. Look, my issue with the Belgium is, you see, it's golden generation, and I'm sure Paul can even speak to this and everything. It's one thing having a golden generation, but you have to have the mentality. These Belgian guys, they had the talent, they didn't have the mentality. Spain, they had the talent, but they had the mentality. Like, they had the character. This Belgian team possesses zero character. Zero character. So when the going gets tough, they're like, oh, well, our talent is supposed to help us go through. So they don't know how to really grind out and do something. Like, oh, no, well, we're so good, we should go through. So, and how things are now sort of now disrupting and rupturing right now shows, like, guys, that is, I have never heard anyone say something like that. You are in the midst of a World Cup and you say, we can't win it, we're too old. Then why are you competing? No, if that's true, wait, why the hell are you even taking the freaking pitch? You know?
Clarify. So, in the quarterfinals, Portugal would meet the winners of this group or the runners-up of Brazil's group, right?
So basically, Portugal would meet
winners of
Portugal would meet the winners of the Croatia group or the runners-up of the Germany group.
The runners-up of the Germany group or the Brazil group.
Wait, look, let me pull it up for you.
Because who's going through that Germany? Portugal could have a bye right through to the semis.
So I had Croatia finishing first, Germany finishing second, Portugal finishing first.
Okay.
So if Portugal were to win, they'd face either Germany, the winners of the Croatia group or the runners up of the. So that could either be Germany, Japan. Yeah. That really should be Croatia at the top of there. So basically,
they could fancy themselves to get to the semis.
Wait, hold on. So
and then who's it? France or England, maybe.
So then it's
I see. If they come in second, they'd have to face Spain. If Spain finishes in top.
Who? Belgium? Yeah, Belgium.
Yeah.
I know we say, Jake, you don't have Ghana as potentially qualifying in this.
Bro, I did this before the freaking Ghana game. So I did it before the Ghana game. You know. So no, but you know what's weird about this bracket is like, it's so annoying. I just need all these group games to finish so we now know exactly who is playing. Because this is just all guesswork. Yeah, this is just all guesswork. It's all guesswork. Because let everything finish. Because see, everything's up in the air. I don't know if Argentina finishes top. I don't know if Denmark finishes for second. I don't know if Iran finished second or thing. I don't even. So everything is all. The only thing that is sure is Brazil. Everything else is Brazil, England, France.
The Netherlands as well. They're qualified.
Well, look, Qatar could it's their last game. They could just say, look, let's just get a draw or something. Because if Ecuador beats Senegal and like Qatar can just squeeze out a draw, then Ecuador comes up. So the only thing that is certain, like 400%, is Brazil. I would still say England, France,
and Portugal,
and Portugal.
Yeah,
those are the only certainties.
Maybe even Croatia.
Yeah. The thing with Croatia is Belgium could just decide to say, "Hey, let's."
So in this bracket, you've got Poland and Argentina qualifying. Is that even possible at this stage? Because they're playing each other next, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait. If Saudi and Mexico draw,
no, it's not possible because Poland lost in.
No. Poland didn't lose. Poland drew and won.
Poland drew.
Poland are on 4 points.
Poland will go through on top.
Poland is finished group.
And Saudi,
Messi can still go out. Messi can definitely
no. Of course, he can still go out. Yeah. But see, if Saudi win and Poland, if Saudi win and Argentina draw with Poland, Saudi go through with Poland.
Top. Yeah, Saudi go through top.
Yeah. And look, Saudi can still win. Saudi Arabia can still win. So,
as
I said, like that's whole bracket said. No, that would be hilarious if Saudi.
Guys, don't let Lewandowski be the guy to take Messi out of the competition.
That is a narrative, man. If Lewandowski is the guy that sends him home,
imagine him going back.
No. Do you know what? If that happens, they've got to break into Messi's house, grab that Ballon d'Or from Thigi, and I'll give it to Lewandowski, man. If that happens,
I have a question. who will Barca fans support? Right? Will they support Messi or like?
That's what I was saying.
No. They'll
No.
They'll ask Lewandowski to tear up his contract and everything and say for crimes against Catalonia, 100%. Okay, let me hit these jobs and then we'll be out of here, man. Shout out to your boy Furious, man. In the last 24 hours, I've seen Zidane-esque Musiala. Valverde had a good game. Bernardo is Portugal's glue. Football is officially finished. No, look, see. Here's the thing. Look, guys. Furious, it's Twitter. There's cycles that are going there. Guys just post rubbish. But Musiala is money.
Musiala was crazy.
Hey, no. Musiala, that guy
To
was
be fair,
money.
I made that comment about Musiala.
Like,
Okay. Like, let me just
Musiala.
Wait, Mike, do you know who Zidane is? Like, Mike, do you know who this guy is?
I know who Zidane is. Come
Mike,
on,
do you-
bro.
do you-
Bro,
do you know
I
who
have
this guy-
the ball
like-
signed
like-
from Zidane.
Do you know who this like? Like, do you know who this guy is? Like, do you know? Like, I don't know. Maybe you don't. I mean, like, YouTube is a friend. Michael, YouTube is your friend. So, I mean, just look up like Zidane, just see what's about. And Musiala is quality support. It's a Zid.
No, man.
Furious. Bernardo is a fraud. I know you all saw that disaster.
Guys,
Relax. See, no. Pepe in 2022 is better than Ruben Sandwich Diaz.
Furious is furious, man. Let him.
Respect Pepe, man. Respect Pepe.
I will
Still
support
going.
Lewandowski over Percy the fraud. I mean, why? Okay, why are guys against Messi? Look, Messi's just trying to live. Man.
Furious is a Barca fan, isn't he?
Okay, so guys, before we go,
Yeah, the news that Messi
What?
is apparently recording the documentary right now during the World Cup. Did you hear that? You know, if that was Cristiano Ronaldo, people would say that he's a narcissist, egotistical. Thinks he's
Nix.
definitely-
No. Nix, what I'm saying is that
innit?
if
I'm just saying.
Argentina, Nix, if Argentina got in the groups, you have to release that documentary still
Yeah.
because you know that they will burn it.
All or nothing.
Yeah.
All or nothing.
All or nothing.
All or
I'm just saying he
nothing.
touched it. He touched it.
Okay, guys. Before we go. Last thing before we go, quick predictions, and so we'll just go around the room. Ecuador, Senegal, and Iran against USA. So very quickly, and then we'll finish. So my thing, I'm gonna say 2-1. 2-1. No, I'm gonna say 1-1. Ecuador, Senegal 1-1, and I'm gonna say Iran to beat USA 2-1. Mike, talk to me.
I don't know if Ener Valencia is going to play in the game, by the way. I don't know about his health. So I'll go 1-1 between Senegal, and I'm not giving any prediction for USA Iran. I am not jinxing anything. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous.
What's going on? Nick, talk to me.
I'm going Senegal 2-1. And Iran will draw 1-1 with USA.
Huh? Unless enough for them to go through. Unless we'll say what's up, like 7-0. What's it called? Arias.
Yeah, I think I agree. I don't if Ener Valencia isn't playing because this Senegal, unlike all the other African teams, Senegal still haven't really kind of kicked off, and this is like their only kind of chance. But I think the lack of Ener may harm Ecuador. So, but I'll go for a draw. I think. As for Iran USA, Carlos looks rattled, man. I saw the Twitter post of
but come on, Klinsmann was out of line though. Klinsmann was out of line.
But yeah, but the thing is, like, if you're a coach, like, it's like you've got to still focus on the football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Keep things calm, distract. It's just like we'll do our talking on the pitch type of thing. But the fact that you've gone to Twitter, you've done this, you said around all this, like it's like he feels rattled to me, which I think will reflect on the players. You know, so I actually think that based on that, because you're not really hearing much from the USA. I think the USA will go in this thinking with much more logic and less emotion. And so therefore, I think the USA will win. And I think they'll win 2-1, basically. So yeah, 2-1 to USA.
Ardias, that's not even the only thing. Like the USA Twitter page, they removed like the Iran flag when they were posting like the group standings and this sort of stuff. So
yeah.
And also there are rumors going around that apparently Berhalter told Girena to lie about his fitness. These are just rumors and so far. That's why he's not playing. So lots of drama. So Oz, talk to me, man. And Oz, don't be a coward like Mike. I want you to predict the American score as well.
Oz, don't do it.
Is it still possible for Klinsmann to coach this game?
Wow.
Is that still possible?
Look, give me a score. Ecuador, Senegal, and America, Iran.
Look, Senegal, I think will do the job. I think they'll win 1-0 against Ecuador because Ener Valencia, if you take him out of the equation, I don't think Ecuador are that great. USA versus Iran, man. Oh my god. They better win. I'm predicting 2-0 because I think USA have looked good when they have to attack. When they had to attack, they've actually looked really, really well. So I'm thinking we get 2 goals. I'm guessing Pulisic will get there, but bro, USA, you better not disappoint me tomorrow, bro.
Okay, so we're going 2-0. Proud. Okay, Paul, take us out, man. Take us out, Paul.
I think I will go a little bit crazier. I think this will go crazy. I will say that Senegal without Valencia, Ecuador without Valencia, I would say more calm, 1-1, and then USA and Iran. I'm gonna say a 3-2 for USA.
Guys,
Paul,
I will be on Twitch. I'll be live on Twitch for both of those games when I cannot wait. So join me live on Twitch for both of those games. Peace out, stay true, and it gets real. Peace, 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 peace.